was that made you decide to join Arsenal?
Well, it was an easy decision because of the past years, how big the club is, but also the ambition you could see, not only watching the games, but as well talking to Edu, talking to Mikel, when they explain the process that they have been doing and the way they have been doing things. It gets easier for you to decide because you see the hunger and you see the ambition and how they want to win. And me as a player, I think I want that in my career. I want to keep growing, and winning is the main thing for me.
And you maybe have some history with Arsenal. We saw you taking your pictures earlier, and you're recreating some old pictures from your youth. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, that's funny how life works sometimes. Those pictures were taken like 20 years ago when I was a kid. My father was a footballer as well, and I used to have t-shirts of the teams that he played in, but I never used to have other teams, other football teams t-shirts. But one holidays my parents came home and gifted me a full Arsenal kit, and I remember being over the moon and wanting to take pictures as I were a professional. So yeah, it's funny how right now I'm achieving a dream to playing in a huge club, and how life works. I have those pictures for 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's almost like a destiny for you to be here then.
Yeah, sometimes people believe in destiny. I think you create your own destiny, but it's funny how I have managed to work myself to reaching these heights.
Can you tell us about the style of player that you are? What would you say are your main qualities?
Well, it's always tough to talk about myself in those kind of terms, but I think I'm a hard worker. I want to call myself a good teammate. I like to work for the team with and without the ball. I always thinking in the collective aspect of the game. I like to play with the ball. I have like a Spanish culture of football. I like to play as a team, and yeah, that would be it.
And you're clearly someone who's very strong in the duels as well, because we've seen the stats. In fact, no player won more than you in Europe's big five leagues last season. Is that a big part of your game?
Yes, of course. I think that's a big part of my game. That shows also the character that I have. I want to fight for every ball. I'm not promising I will win every duel, but what I can promise is that I will fight for every ball with the 100%.
And you already have knowledge of the Premier League as well, of course, from your time at Newcastle United. Can you tell us how important you think that experience will be for you?
I think it will be massive because of how tough this league is. If you come as a new player, maybe you don't realize it until you try it. But right now I have the idea of how this league works, how tough every game is, and having a little idea of the stadiums, the teams, the atmosphere, what you are about to expect is always an advantage here.
And you know our captain as well already from his season on loan at Sociedad. Have you spoken to him at all since joining?
Yes, we exchanged some messages. He told me he was really happy for me to make this step in my life. It was amazing sharing with him the pitch back in the day. A lot of good memories of our connection, and hopefully we can have an even better connection here.
So did you two combine well on the pitch? Can you remember any highlights or any games where especially you linked well?
In every training, in every game, I think we had a good connection. He's a player who moves extremely well behind the back of the midfielders. For us who play in the similar position, he made the job really easier for me.
And talking of captains, do you see yourself as a leader as well with all the experience that you have?
Swami. Nah, berat dah. Mau dia food dia.